Genesis. Verse 1, line 27. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. It is the year 2020, and this is a question that is being asked to the collective with all the identification of humans coming to surface that is baffling many. What is this image of God? What is the image of a human? The all-powerful, transcendent, omniscient, omnipotent God is not identified as anything and can be seen as infinite images in the minds of all souls on earth, around the universe even. As God made humanity in image of infinity, then the deeper message is that we hold that infinity within ourselves to create at will. There is no one image of God, and therefore mankind is a reflection of this ambiguous and creative energy that created the universe, the multiverse. The human is described anthropologically as a bipedal primate mammal, and yet this form can look like anything as it has evolved shape and color over the many years on Earth geographically. And even billions of years within the universe on other planets have there been the human form. The humanoid form is a blueprint for one type of intelligent life, a prototype and blank form to create from. When humanoids reach a certain level of existence and awareness itself, then they evolve spiritually to know themselves as something more than just their physical form. Humans are the soft-skinned philosophers, the artists, the flexible creators that reflect creation itself, and they are learning this. We are existence and life itself moving forwards. So the question of what is human is truly arising as we are learning together and within ourselves that the word human is just a foundation to build upon. The word alone is not what identifies us, but it is the spirit and energy inside that vibrates and shapes us. We are discovering it as far more than just the music that we like, the clothes that we choose, the way we do our hair, and the collective consciousness of identifying each other that makes us who we are. We are who we feel inside we are, the spirit of energy that surrounds us and colors our world and perspectives we perceive life as. Humans are ultimately a creative form of life on Earth that is free to evolve into what it chooses due to its environment. The freer the environment in terms of choices, the more freer the form evolves into what it will. We are in the age now of more free choices, where the environment and nature no longer dictates our growth, but it is the personal free will and choices of a person that do color a personal experience and self-expression. Nature has evolved us as different colors, shapes, and sizes over time, but it is the spirit of creation that flows inside us to create ourselves as we see fit within nature. As long as we do not hurt one another and realize using our logic and reason the nature of cause and effect, we may be able to express ourselves as we choose in this life. The future may begin to hold many opportunities for humanity to discover its unlimited capacity for growth and personal evolution. Gender, politics, and identities is not really a social issue or construct that needs laws. It is about awareness. It is the individual realizing itself as an unlimited being with the potential to create itself at will. Sit down and have a conversation with any of the people with otherworldly identifications of otherkins, Therians, and transgenders, and you will see they are quite normal. And maybe have their own wisdom to share, seeing the world from the perspective of the eyes of an uninhibited being themselves in the process of transformation and reawakening to the unlimited self. The soul itself has no set female or male form because gender is only possessed by organic life, by what means natural reproduction is ensured. We who choose to identify ourselves as something beyond what society thinks as an earthly human are not those imprisoned by doubt or self-esteem. We embrace change, transformation of the soul within, and move with the spirit of creation itself, molding us into what it will, and helping humanity to see its inner potential. It's the true Brahman spirit of creation that we are tapping into, though we may never label it as such. We may wake up one day and feel we need to align to how we feel inside as a free form of self-expression within this world. as self-expression attracts other souls to us that we wish to walk this journey with and share experiences. It is not just us who are unlimited either. We do it for all of humanity to know their true unlimited nature. We are simply the pioneers in a new age who are taking off that veil of humans for others and showing the spirit within. The soul itself has no form but shapes itself through thoughts, actions, and experiences. We are those who are not feeling limited by our human form and embracing the times of expressing ourselves as unlimited. In doing so, we bring inspiration and permission for others to do so too. We are not trying to cage or trap humans to accepting something they do not believe. We are simply asking a deeper existential question of what is really human. When a human is a bipedal, creative vessel of consciousness of unlimited growth and artistic expression, can we start to let the outside show the spirit of creation outside of ourselves? Must we always stay within the lines, or is it time to discover for yourselves there really is no lines or borders, except for the ones that society has drawn as a collective in a 3D world? Through the 4D and 5th dimension, the identities that we take on are archetypes, as they are collectively experienced and recognized together. These identities themselves are not the prototypes for all, as they are only categories, and within those categories is another infinite well of self-expression. We are fractals of creation that reflect the infinite, and we are learning that each category can be expanded upon and evolved, as long as there is thought. There is no one type of high elf, just as there is no one type of dragon being, or mermaid, or blue alien, as some have identified as in this world. I say prepare yourselves, humanity, as the spiritual awakening increases in this world. You will start to see less ego that bounds you to your unlimited being, but shows an evolving consciousness that is remembering its true self as the creative expressions of life itself. Welcome to the new earth, and enjoy the ride into the unlimited consciousness of eternity. As J.R.R. Tolkien stated in a letter to Milton Waldman of Collins Publishing in 1950, that elves in his story have a magic. It is art, an artifact, delivered from many of its human limitations. The elves are immortal, at least as far as this world goes, and hence are concerned rather with the griefs and burdens of deathlessness in time and change than death itself.